today it's wonderful to arrange it this way because with the students we focus on them, but the students is on their way, so we have a conversation for both of you. I think John Lam is a leader in New York real estate community, especially hotels. And Michael and I talked, about the hotel projects in Manhattan 2 days ago, right? So I think maybe in order to make our time more productive, let John to start a conversation how he started the real estate project from beginning to now, so to understand each other better. Then you can do the same introduction. Let's see whether we can find opportunity for us to work together to produce new opportunity for transactions.
Sure. I started in New York when an agreement went, come with nothing. I worked for 2 years, and I generated a couple $1,000. I bring my sister together, the partner opened a factory. So I opened a factory. It's very small. So after I do for a year, my old boss called me because I handle everything for them. So he got heart attack, went to the hospital, and he wanted to sell me the factory. I said, no money. So I just started. So conversation, when you're in a hospital, I help them organize the factory with my old boss, and they take care of me for when I work for them 2 years. I don't want to fell down. So that's why I take my time to help them to organize. Then I come back to my own factory. So after that, he's going to sell to me. I said I have no money, and he could go back there, talk to family. Family said, you cannot work. Otherwise you're going to be dying in the factory. So, and they love the factory. And they said, call me, come again. I said, you help me a lot when you're working. So now I want to leasing the factory for you for 2 years. And after my health getting better, I'm going to come back for it and take back. Can you do it? I said, yeah. So, and I talked to my sister, this factory, can you handle it? So you handle it, and usually the factory is perfect. Give my parents and my brother, sister to support them. Anything you want, you need support, I will come back here to support. But now I will have to go back to take care of the bigger factory, the place I work for. So I go back there, I go to bank to get a loan for $5,000. This is about 48 years ago. So I get $5,000 for capital. So I work for 2 years, and then I change it around and make them more efficiency. So we do very good. Then my customer, because I work like 18, 20 hours a day. So whatever I promise, I deliver. So my customer very happy. He said, we trust you. I want you to do more business for us. And how can I help you? And I said, right now my financing very tight. All you need, you help me pay my bill quicker. I said, that's no problem. And support me more study work. He said, that's what I'm looking for. I want to double your facility. I said, I will get in there. So they keep the funds, pay my bill very quick, and for it. So I work for 6 months. I do the calculation. I make 100,000, 40 years ago. And I said, wow, this is a lot of money. The factory, they sell for me 50,000. I said, I have a plan how to open up for my future business. There's a plan now, every 6 months I open my factories. And then every 4 months I open my factory. In 2 years, over 5 factories. So I went to the owner. I said, I'm going to give back your factory. They come and take a look. I said, you do too good. and you double my facility, I cannot take it back. I get hard. You take it back. So, and I said, okay, then you sell to me. He said, okay, that's what I want to sell to you. So, and then after 50,000, I said, you help me with a lot, I give you 100,000. So I get 100,000 to take over the factory. Since from there, when I was 5 years, I have over 10 factories already. Then I have over 1,000 people working for me. That's one of the biggest factory in Chinatown. Then I start figuring out I want to the next level to grow. I started my funding company. I started my funding company called North American Funding to loan money for people. So we had capitalized for $2 million. And $2 million I get into the government. They gave me 3 times that fund, like $6 million. So $6 million, I start learning for people. They need money to start up. I have a lot of people start up. Very quick, I want no money. So I need more capital. I said no. This is for me to try. So then I start using my money to get to real estate. I said, I opened another factory, I need to buy some real estate. That time very cheap, $20 per square feet.
$20 per square feet.
$20 per square feet. I built it on Main Street. I bought it for under $1 million. Right now we're 65 million.
Unbelievable.
That's a $2 million building, $1 million building. So I bought that, and I collect the rent, pay off the mortgage very quick. I think every year my factory make close to $1 million. I should be building one building every year or 2 buildings every year, and they start buying. When I bought a building, Chase Rental Bank is my tenant. So I bought it for $1 million, and I said, I need about $600,000 for the mortgage loan. They said, no. I said, why? I have account with you. All my account, I have like $3-4 million sitting in the account. Now $600,000, you cannot get to it? He said, my level, I'm a bank manager, I only need to prove $200,000. Any over $200,000, I can go to headquarters. Headquarters shouldn't see you're Chinese. They're not going to get you. I said, geez. So I got very mad. They said, take the money and buy, put it to. So at that time, I said, I need to open a bank. So I called my lawyer, I called my friend. I said, I want to get application to open a bank. I put the application in 1980. 5 years later, I did open a bank called East Bank. Then I sell my funding company, came and went to the bank. They started a small bank, so get loan for people. So anybody want to start, so, and after do the bank, the return not too good. Only got like 6 to 10% return. I said, wow, paying so much money as a capital, and you return so little. For real estate, I got like 5% correct rent return. Then real estate up every year. You do hold for 5 years, every year up 20%. So you talk about every 2-3 years, I'm double my value. But I said, this is not the price. I try to change it, give loan some money, like a warning from the government. You're insider. You can approve loan for yourself. I said, this is good quality. They said, my lawyer told me, you want to go to other bank to get it, otherwise you'll be in trouble. So I said, that's the reason. Then I called for all the bank together, we said we should start Asia Banking Association. Unit together. And you loan me company and I loan you money with the good quality. So we started, but also teamwork. If students related, also trouble. So I said, okay, banking not for me. And just helping people. And then from 1980, I started by real estate to 1986. And people I have over 10 buildings already at that time. So my building bought for $1 million. I do the calculation. 86, you got $6 million. I go, wow, every year 100% went up. 1980, New York City was almost bankrupt.
Yeah.
That's why the oil price under very cheap. So I figure, wow, every year I do nothing. I collect rent and plus I spend buy a building. Now we're 60 million. Then every year, every building, we work for $1 million every year. Better than my business.
Very nice.
Then I said, I should be getting involved with real estate. At that time, I get heavily involved with real estate. And go to AA. I do the revision. I said, can't be every year go that quite fast. From $1 million building went to $6 million, went to $8 million. And I said, I think I get enough. I take 50% of my building, sell, cash out. I got a lot of money. So we should have cash out. I said, I want to do for pushing the business side. I want real estate and business together both. I pushing in government industry. I started by the Jewish people and control all the government industry. I hired a lot of Jewish people work for me, designer. So they don't know China owner, the Jewish upfront. So we make it for I put 9 labels. Then I also do some import. When I do with them, I see my competition very big. I said, I got to make something different than anybody else. So then I start, I'm not a designer, I cannot design better than them. I only could create something better than them. So what I create, I usually create good, how do we do it, and I change it around. And from China, I bought the great good, sent to Korea to launch it and print it. Korean print is very good. So, and two countries, technology, they come up by new fabric. They come in, wow, where they come from? So making everything fly up. So my business up, triple. And then we go to silk. Everybody do silk for dry clean. People said, only go to party. I cannot wear silk every day. I said, I have to make silk, not dry clean. And I do a lot of tests. In that time called stone wash. And I said, I try to do stone wash. So silk stone wash, everything damaged. I said, sand wash. So I go to Milan. I see some fabric. I said, how do you do it? They said sand wash. I get the sand and do the wash. Damage all my machine. Then my mate said, what are you trying to do? You damage all the machine. I said, I'm trying to create something soft and washable. My mate said, why don't you use this chemical? Like what? Softener. I said, okay, give me a try. I use softener and we put, come on, great. I get my formula. I went to China and talked to them. I said, I have secret formula. I give you sign up the contract. My formula cannot be exposed, only for me. And I brought the factory to do that. So I do that. I come on to washable silk. Like from $5 million business, then to 45 million to 65 million. And I said, wow, how do you do that? So Jones New York tried to merge with me, and that time his brand is and I looked at the inventory. I said, no, this is too dangerous. So I turned down. I said my friend worked for them. So go public with a lot of money. They never me. I said, you got good choice. You don't do it. I said, I don't gamble because I see the numbers. They got $100 million inventory, $100 million debt. That means zero. An inventory doesn't. If you dump it out, doesn't $100 million. That's why I cannot step into it. I forget the labeled value. So, and we build very good in the garment industry. So, come to 95. No, come to 90. The real estate down for 75%.
70%.
So I sell the building for $7 million. I could put it back for $4 million. Even that or less. I said, wow, I could double my portfolio again. So I said, at that time, in my sale, I stole 50% portfolio. And then the bank said, you have no value right now. Because when they're up, I don't more 50% of when they come out. So when they're down 7%, I minus. So a lot of people said, give it to the bank. I said, no, I pay you down 50%. I keep on building. So lost some money in there. And at that time I said, now is the right time for me to buy again. So I go back to real estate again in 95. And up to 20, what I bought in 95 to 20, 300% profit.
300% profit.
300% profit. I triple again. So when it come to 2001, September 11, all there. We see that, no one coming in. So, and this hotel, no business. And I called the government. There are a lot of people come down to help the ground zero. And I work contract with the government, stay in the hotel. My hotel 80% out of it. So, and I figured out this is time for me to heavily getting out of the hotel. And I sell all my garment. I took all my labor sold, want all cash back. I bought over 10 parking lots across the countries, across the New York City. I mean, you're crazy. Parking lot, you only lose money. I said, I want to lose some money. So everybody think I'm crazy. I bought it for 50,000 square feet, Manhattan, $50. So I bought 10 of them. I go to the bank said, I cannot finance you. This is loose. I said, my company have good credit. I said, I could loan you money for the company. Your company guarantee. Not for real estate. But the money, when you get it, whatever you want to do, you do. I said, okay. And my company get it and look, buy for you the land. I bought 10 land, parking lot.
So surface parking lots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I go to, at that time, everybody said Chinese people doesn't know how to do a hotel. Because before I built a condo, I built shopping mall, I built office. Convert some of my government factory become office. So I said, I want to build hotel. So everybody said, you never have no experience. I said, I want to learn. So I go to good brand, they don't tell me. I start Howard Johnson. I started 32 long in fashion. I built well. At that time, nobody built hotel in New York City, 5 borough, nobody. So I checked out New York City. They have 5-star hotel. They have SRO hotel. Then they have a called Poteet Hotel. Poteet Hotel sell $500 for a night. And 5-star hotel, the Marriott, Sheraton, sell $300 for a night. SRO sell $50 a night. those are called bubble hotel. Nothing in between. I said, I want to get into between. So I decided new hotel, new room for Manhattan. I went to Marriott. They kicked me out. They said, you have to have female before you could get into a vendor. I thought, I don't even have one. How can I get into it? At that time I have a Howard Johnson, a Best Western, I have the Choice Hotel, but nothing in the mainstream. I have to get in the mainstream. So then I go to Sheraton. The three of them, Marriott, Hilton, and Sheraton, Starwood was smaller, but more pretended. I talked to them. And they said, New York is my base. My 40% income, the whole staff was 40% income from Manhattan. I cannot give up this market for you. And I told them, you have a lot of brand. Which brand you don't need? I will up for you. So the guy said, I have to talk to the board. I said, I have 10 lots in Manhattan, all the important area. You don't do it, I go start my brand. And you have no development in New York right now, and I become one bigger brand in Manhattan for futures. You lose the chance, you don't have any more. So we talk to him, and they come back. I give you a brand, and no one wanted it, called 4-point service. I said, okay, all I need is the registration. I decide 4-point service. I do the first one, Charles, Tony Fisher. That's the first one.
Yeah, we visit together.
Yeah. I decide that hotel, and everyone said, I'm crazy. And the designer come in. They said, tell me how to do for their standard. I said, I don't need your standard. I got my own standard. I want New York City, I want a fashion loan. So I do my own standard. When I finish it, the designer fight with me, they don't assign. They said, and I said, I go over anyway. I cover the name, I over. And I called the chairman, come in. I said, you have to come in to solve my issue. I signed the contract for you over. I built 5 hotels in Manhattan with 4 bonds. Now we don't work. So I want to make a decision. You want to keep me or you want to keep me out? The hotel finished. So the chairman come in. They look around. You're crazy. This is not my standard. I said, I purposely don't do your standard. Your standard only sells $65 in New Jersey. I want to sell $300. How can I get you your standard? $65 I cannot survive in New York. So, and I see him, he got real angry. I said, why don't you do it? Stay for over here tonight. I'll back to you tomorrow. And then let me have feeling my design before you make a decision. They did. They stay over tonight, the night, and the night you hang out in a hotel. Everybody happy. The board change the design. I make the room a little smaller, so that way I can more revenue come in. I design my furniture more smaller, so the empty space doesn't affect my small room. You don't need a big table for 4 feet. I made a table for 2 feet deep and long. All your book, you only have 1 feet or 1.5 feet. 2 feet more than enough. Why need 4 feet for? Like 2 feet good on the hallway. Like even a string 2 feet, doesn't matter. So the room this way, the bedroom 7 feet. I turn around the room this way, the 7 feet from here, I save about 2 feet. So over here, same thing. But over here, you should have the hand coating here, and don't do this way, I have no place to hang clothing. I make a clothing hanger next to the desk. So that corner, empty space. I use the entry build a clothing shelf. All my new shelf. So all my money coming into, I get the best bread. They said 4 pound bread. I said, no, I'm only 4 bread. I want Norwegian bread. So the people stay there for the night for 8 hours. Why need 4 pound bread for? They're not comfortable. So they got best bed to sleep. People loves it. So then the shower and the shower pressure. So people take a shower, wow, fresh shower. Instead of the water digging in. And still smooth it, cannot get the shower out. I put the internet more fast. People working, they save some time to hang out. I shrink the restaurant more smaller. The restaurant in a hotel, no one don't stay in the hotel for restaurant.
Yeah.
Everyone go out. So, but I make the restaurant become a bar. In the morning, the bar serve breakfast. At night, the bar will generate. For the lost money restaurant, I become perfect restaurant. So, cut out all the bullshit and make the hotel simple. Nothing else. The restaurant, I went leasing out, I don't have it, only for loan. The most make money is a loan. You got $300 for 200 square feet. Even open a restaurant, you get a loan for dinner.
Yeah.
With the full dinner, maybe $500, but you have other labor, not food. And you then make the money. For me, New York City, every show 85% occupancy. My hotel, 95% occupancy. All year round. So, after do that, in the morning I sit down with them. How you feel? And say, I hang out in the night. I talk to the bar, everyone happy. What they see is the new look. I said, this is the design lifestyle, petite look. Not the proper look. The city looking for petite look. Not for dumb stuff, couch. Who need a dumb couch in the room? So, he said, your design, not my standard. I said, you don't get me try? He said, I give you 3 choices. So told me for 3 choices. First choice, you lock down and change it. You still have a brand. Second choice, you pay me $2 million upfront, and then you wait 6 months. If my customer happy, I let you stay. And other choice is that you pay me to damage. I take the brand out and you do it on your own. You can catch it. I said, I take the choice. 6 months we design. So I gave him $2 million and then get everywhere away. I open up. I need the registration. I didn't know how to do hotel. Without the registration, I cannot do. But I can start with registration, I can business. So 6 months later, they call me up. He said, John, I want to have a meeting with you. I said, okay. I said, I bring in 50 people. I said, wow. So take my license out. Take the name out. Okay, I said, I'm going to charge you. I'm going to charge you for the meeting, for food prepare and the room prepare. It's okay. I close down the restaurant, get all the seats for 50 people. So I come in, and they ask me. They bring in all the Manhattan manager, all the brand manager, the brand CEO, all the sales, everybody. And the first question I asked them, how you doing? Your hotel full up before our other brand hotel full up. How you doing? Your red bar, higher than Sheraton. How you doing? I said, I keep produce my customer what they want. I killed them. Your guy, oh my, don't provide what they want. So that's why people love to come to my hotel. So then, W Hotel, the CEO, W also owned by Starwood, now owned by Marriott. Yeah, they don't know what you're talking about. I know what you're doing. Let's change this brand for Baby W. I said, I'm making money right now. I don't want to do anything. I said, I could create your Baby W. So we shake hands. And then the 4 boys said, no, you are my baby. I said, I think I could be your teacher. So everybody agreed. And they hired me as a director, sit on the board, tell all the people how you do it. And then I changed the whole concept, the idea, everybody, called lifestyle. And that's why when Starwood grew up, they very big promote lifestyle. So, and I start doing the design for BBW, and I go to the board, and say, this guy doesn't know nothing. We have big company, we cannot get a guy to teach us what to do. We have a high designer, go with the guy. So anything we have faced, the designer we keep fighting, they don't go one, I go to one, so keep fighting. End up from BBW, become XYC, become today's law. So soon a law come in, where everybody loves it. And everybody get into it so fast. And they've signed about 100 hotels worldwide. The brand from nothing become e-com brand. So then, Marriott called me, John, I want you to come to the work. You got free hand for the. That time we have a brand called Fairfield Inn. Very low brand, nobody wanted it. And I changed around. I built the first Fairfield Inn in Manhattan on 40th Street, Ford. And I said, I'm going to tie in with the Sheraton, open a bar on the top. It's downstairs too loud. I don't like it. When you go to the lobby, too many hang out, have a bar and loud.
That's by the library there, right? That hotel.
Yeah. So I opened a bar for Buddha bar. This is the first Buddha bar in the whole world, in the hotel, Buddha bar. When I first started, and at night I went there, I thought, wow, people went online, I thought people went straight. I go there, what's going on? They said, everybody wanted to go to the Buddha bar. And I said, tomorrow I have an emergency meeting. I told them, we cannot let people hang out and in fun. That affect hotel guests. That's how you do it. But people want to go to the bar. What do you do? Student. And I come in, told them, they do 2 hours come back, give them a tag, let them walk around the theater, and you call them come back. When people don't want to wait, you got one bottle, become VIP, you have a stand, 2 bottles, you have a seat, 3 bottles, you have a little couch long. So at the big 3 level, single drink, 2 hours, come back. The first day I do about 16,000 a day. That is I'm talking about 20-some years ago.
Yeah.
Should I change it? I do about 65,000 a day. Wow, that's almost bigger than a hotel. And everybody talk about Buddha bar. Everybody trying to change Buddha bar. Because I don't hang out at night. Should everybody do it? They decide where to do, I do. That's why very quickly, they take over Utapa image, but create that for me. So when my son told Utapa, I said my desire to be high. I don't know how to build gym, but I don't hang out at night. I said, never do it. I said, you come back and take the number one bag. My son do it, and he built his own hotel called Renaissance Hotel on 25th Street. Big of Utapa. Utapa goes somewhere nowhere. So it opened at near pandemic at that time. Still doing 100,000 a day. You're pandemic. Now, every night, when up the line, they do about 150 to 200,000 a day. Just over Utapa. And the people waiting, his bar in New York City, it's the top 3 in the city. Compete with Tao, compete with the large famous bar. So, and I was like, this is the work the bar will do. I said, oh, he don't want to hang out, I don't. So that's why I focus this, talking about design, how the people what you want, I deliver for them. That's what I do. Then 14 years ago, I see the hotel manager. I tell them what to do. They said, you sign for manager for me. They don't listen. So you only give the power for the management, they have their own way to do it. And I don't like it. So then I talked to the brand, I want to take back the management. I want to do my own, but they have approval. And he said, you don't know how to manage. I said, I'm going to hire somebody who knows how to do a manager. I said, never disappoint you. So when started, okay, then you do for own manager in your hotel. So I see that one of the small guy at 3 hotels losing money. 2 manager. They don't pull for any brand. They do international brand. I talked to the CEO. Right now you lose money. I want to buy your company with no money. Just with the name. I said, how do I do it? I said, you lose money. When I come in, I double your portfolio in 2 days. Then they said, okay. I know you can double my portfolio. So I said, I'm not only double your portfolio, I put you into the international brand, approve you. You'll be legally to manage a hotel. I did that. He said, okay, if you do that, you could get 50% for free. I said, not for free, you have to work for me. So I put in the CEO, I'm chairman. And I talked to Starbucks. I told him, after doing for 2 years, everybody knocking my door. Can you manage it for me? I said, why? This is internal management. No, I want you to manage for me. You're doing so good. When Mara told them, sold them, I got 55 to 60% GOP. That means if I do 20 million business, I'm making like 12 million. So more than 50%. So, in New City, they have that kind of portfolio. That's why all the owners come to knock on my door. I said, okay, I start making third-party manager. So in the 3rd year, I become top 50 in the country. So then all the way going into before the pandemic, they rated I be top 12 in the country. I know top 12 I cannot go nowhere, go nowhere because they are Marriott, they are all those big brands. You cannot beat them. But I beat all the public company, I beat all the private company. So, and then I know I still can go. When pandemic come in, for the first time I lose a lot of money. The hotel no business. I have to pay real estate tax, I pay mortgage, I pay employee, I have no income. Not about 80 million a year. So, but my cash flow very strong. Before, I got reserve very strong. I keep them to 2 years. I see I lost about almost 200 million already, cash. I said, I have to sell some of my assets. So I tried to sell hotel. Nobody, I got a bank loan. And he said, I could buy the hotel, but you have to give me a loan. I said, no. If I give a loan, I want it for it. And now I want the cash. So, but Wall Street come in. He said, I want to buy the management company. And give me an offer. They give me $65 million. Now, from real capitality, now change to stumble. So before I sell that, I control about a $4 billion asset. So I sell this for get $65 million to put in cash flow, make sure I have enough cash flow to go to. I don't know. I never know the container for 3 years, that long. That give me a start. But luckily, I do very low financing, and also have big reserve. So I went to now the hotel very good. They double the value. New City lost about over 100 hotel. They converted to a dorm or converted to government immigrants. So then also Airbnb, not legal in Manhattan. They lost about 35,000 loans. So together about 60 to 100,000 loans. So, and also because I go too fast, all the Congress, all the union jealous. They pay a lot of money for the mayor or Congress to set up a new law. You need a special permit to build hotel. So the special permit right now, you gotta have a little peace with the union. That means you finish it. That's why I said for future, no one build hotel except you build by union. You build by union, cost you 35 to 45% more. So today, you buy a hotel cheaper than you build. The labor went up, material went up, and also because the that labor piece also make you went up another 35%. So that's why today's hotel value is right under market alarm. No supply come in and keep moving up the way. You see this year's rate compared to last before pandemic, it's about 10 or 20% over before pandemic. So everyone make a lot of money. But also the interest went up too. Before I paid 3%, now I pay 6%. Higher I pay 9%. I can afford it. It's way went up. So not even the way I went up. Also, the loan I charge more higher already. And still not enough. I put on with application too strong. I put on called destination fee. When you book the hotel room, you pay for, let's say $400, and destination fee for us $35 or $40. So the guests don't know it. But what destination fee for? You got free internet, you got free coffee, you got food. That's what they got anyway, right? So they got $40 more. So every hotel you make $2 million more for extra a year. What else than Manhattan? I saw her. I have a small hotel, one building.
Yeah.
I'm making $40 million. 310 room, $40 million profit. In Philadelphia, you get $1 or $2 million, very big hotel with all the
Yeah.
parking lot with the thousand things. Crazy about it. This is one hotel. I have a hotel in Philadelphia. When I go to learn, I want to buy cheap. I bought a hotel in Philadelphia, 310 rooms, 8 acres, could park 1,000 cars. I put $9 million renovation with a lot of ballroom, all those things. Put $9 million renovation. At the beginning, I make about maybe $2 million, $200 million a year. We do about $9 million. We do $2 million, $200 million. The competition go down. And I said, I don't want to waste time in Philadelphia anymore. My small building on Manhattan, Soho, 42 rooms. I make more money than Philadelphia. I sold Philadelphia hotel last year. I sold $10 million. I bought it from the bank books. I bought it for $10 million. I put $8 million renovation. I still sell it $10 million because there are too many land. After that, every building around the next area, every choking.
Yeah.
The average room is maybe $100. Only 65% occupies. Cost you maybe $65 to maintain a room. So $75 red bar, only $10 for room. Manhattan, you make $200 rooms, minimum. That shows you that all the parking come in. Even Manhattan labor high. One girl could make 2 rooms per hour. I give $30 per hour, so what? $15 per room. I have nothing else. Or I have 2 front desks, 1 engineer, and a manager. Only have a handful of people. But the long way I come up, I only put on the designated fee. You're not going to pay them already.
So how about the comparison with California? We compared with Philly, with DC, but how about the hotel rate compared with California? Because one time I met the hotel owners like you in Los Angeles. He said, I'm so sorry, my hotel is located in Los Angeles because only place charging higher dollars is New York.
Yeah.
The very good hotel, 200, something like that, because there are so much land.
Yeah, what the price in LA? What the price? But the cost is same thing. And LA, you have a tree, you have all those things cost you money. Your swimming pool costs you money. New York City, no swimming pool, nothing. People come to New York, they not come to swimming. Don't waste money. People come to New York, I even not even give them parking. Just valet parking for neighbor parking lot. Then you have no maintenance, no extra money coming in. Or you have the loan, sell, you make your money on the loan. That's it. What better than do that kind of thing?
That sounds great.
If you open it in Ford or anything, you need people know how to paint a tree. You need people how to take care of swimming pool. You need people how to take care of meeting room. You need people how to do all those things before do hotel. All hotel make the money, subsidize, all those things. That's why you don't make money. Never think McKee. There are more meeting room. The more meeting room, the more the for all problem. Not taking people. If you have, I have 800 people working for a hotel, I know you're in trouble work. That's why the Four Seasons start all those five museums don't make money. They charge $1,000 alone. They don't make money. Why? Because there are too many functions, too many people.
Okay.
They got one people take care of one room, they say nothing to do. It's waiting for your call. You know how much it costs them a day?
What?
$250 a day. Just sitting there waiting for your call. So that's why I said you do to all the top level in there. You do something like McDonald's. Quick. Do by yourself. Now I'm deciding some position, check in by yourself. Also decide some position, the restaurant, central kitchen, computer, with no people. I could try to make the whole restaurant 24 hours open. When the rush hour, I got people, I got security and I got people taking care of it. When the not rush hour, restaurant is open with no people, you just push a button, just like airport. You order something by computer and it's sent by the robot. Your food here, you set to the long key or credit card, pay for it. And if any problem, security will be here to help you. That's what I need. If you hire people for stay for 24 hours, the food is sold, not people's salary. Right? I talked to before. I talked to Hampton Inn. I talked to Fairfield. I said, why don't charge you for breakfast? I said, I give it away for breakfast. Customer happy. Cost me less money. And all those brands, they open a breakfast with the people there, cost them fortunes. First of all, the guests, 65%, 7% the guests, should you charge them, they go meeting. They don't take breakfast. Only a handful of people take breakfast. And they take breakfast, you don't get enough value. The time you get it, to pay the bill, you don't have enough money to pay the food and pay the labor. So I said, give them for free, everyone happy. Come in, let's have it. I don't have to schedule people coming in. That's why the Hampton Inn do so good. The Harding Express do so good. But for me, I do for food service. But I'm leasing out. Let someone make the money, let someone worry about it. That's a penny. You cannot worry about a penny. Or worry about how can I cook. For square feet, I collect some rent. If they have problem, I even subsidize them. Don't go out. I help you.
Amazing. So I visited with you and the family to the Virgin Hotel. That's a 500,000 hotel. So I know, like you just mentioned, to investment into the hotel sometimes more productive than build a hotel. But you build a lot of hotels, like the Virgin Hotel and many hotels in the Wall Street area. Can you tell us, if you know so, why you still develop a hotel?
Well, I told you before, I developed office, residential, and retail, shopping mall, all combined. For each dollar returns, hotels are much higher. Why? If you have an apartment, you're leasing out 1,000 square feet apartment. How much are you leasing out? 8,000?
Yeah. Depending on where it is.
Yeah. So for that, I could build 4 to 5 rooms. Just apartment.
Right.
So each room, I charge them $200 to $300. How much money for a day?
Wow.
And make 3 times the money.
Yeah.
And I got less headache because hotel, I have an engineer, a manager, and all those things. If apartment, some tenant leaking, they call you. You went in without help to call somebody. Fix this for me. So you try to get a team to work for you. In hotel, my general manager have to take care of everything. I don't hear nothing. I just see the bottom line.
Yeah.
And I see every day how much money coming in, how much to spend. Every day. In apartment, you have to be wait for a month. Later, you don't pay your rent.
Yeah.
For over there, you pay the credit card, you pay upfront. No one way. And also log into every clean up. How many room you clean up? How many room you sell? 9 audit have to match. Doesn't match, give me a number. Then I said, why doesn't match? Is someone into to sleep or someone didn't want the room and give to cousin to sleep? I know why already. So no one will do that. I will ask you a question. So that's why better than open restaurant or better than open apartment. Then you could see, you control by computer every day. And you can see from the lobby, the monitor, from lobby, I push the button. Hey, why you don't do well? You know,
Yeah.
the manager, sometimes I see the manager, they up to the outside smoking. I look almost for an hour, it's outside. And inside, people went around. I call the manager. Do you know how inside went around? Oh, we're taking care of it. I said, bullshit. You was outside smoking. Oh, okay, that's okay. Right. Oh, you're watching me.
Yeah.
I said, how are you going to take care of your emergency? So they know, oh, I cannot be fooling around.
Yeah.
That's the difference. That's what control. Hotel control is very good. Especially if you have 100 buildings, I cannot control. I have 100 hotels, easy to control. Every month, I got 1 day. My secretary put up all the number. Then before every year, I do for budget meeting. They told me which month, how much business to do. Yeah, I don't know the budget, I change around. So everybody aside the budget. This year, this hotel, I gotta make 10 million. So which month, how much money I make? So I got the budget work out the whole year. Every month, coming into to match it, you meet the budget. You don't meet the budget, then I see the concept. Other people, did they meet the projection and the concept, the calm. If everybody do good, I do not do good, that means my people have a problem. And warning the manager, you have a problem. If next month doesn't work, oh, I'm going to a new manager come in. If they meet the budget, everything they do good, then I check into how much I make extra money. What the score for the hotel, the customer happy, and how to compare. Then how's the compared to the outside market? I'll put together, and I get a bonus plan. You got 10%, 20%, or 30%, up to 40%. But when you get 40%, most people get 10 to 20%. Because every 100% impossible. So they got 10 to 20% more on their salary if you do good. If they don't meet the budget, I look at the comp set. If everyone doesn't meet, I can warn you, you don't get better. If everyone meet the budget, only him doesn't meet the budget. I would talk, see, I'm looking for someone to be patient. So all the managers they know, are you able to get the job? Are you able to get raise? Are you able to do this? Don't ask me, ask yourself. I can formally live there. So they're fighting for themselves to make the better, to earn more and get raise. So when they get raise, a new hotel come in, and this hotel is small enough to go promote them to bigger hotel, you have bigger challenge. That's how I make people move up.
Great.
That's how it went. Very simple.
Great.
That's why I love the hotel owner, they go big out, they do this. But for me, I do different. I have managed hotel. I have also managed concessions. So that's why I'm busy with two sides. This side I don't spend a lot of time, but the other side I spend a lot of time.
Great. So I'm very impressed by how you build up all these towers from Wall Street all the way to Virgin Hotel. It's kind of a signature, buildings. Can you tell us a little bit how you overcome the challenges, the complexity to develop, from parking lot to high-rise hotels? Because we talked about the two hotel project, which is such a difficulty. They try to overcome. It's kind of almost like impossible. But how do you overcome those, challenges from parking lot to high-rise hotels?
Well, first of all, you need very good planning. Secondly, you have a very deep pocket. When you want to build this one for 100 million, I always know if I'm over budget, I could able to cover. Don't make the $100 million, I got 90 million, I want to build $100 million budget, and at the end, you could be short 20%. Normally, very easy, 5 to 10% short. If the material went up, or the supply went up, the time get longer, interest, you have to pay interest, all those things are like pandemic. No matter what you do, you delay for 2 years. That 2 year care cost, it's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
You don't insure that, you're out. They own the money, not you. But they put it in the property, but they work on the property. Even today, I still got lawsuit for it. I paid them enough, all the money, and the GC got the money and forced them to sign the lien waiver. The GC took the money, went to the other project, down the toilet. These people have no pay. They were going to pay 50%. And they come in to sue me. I said, you have a lien waiver, you sign for it. They said they pay only 50%. I said, why you sign 100% lien waiver? I go by what you sign to pay them. But I still go to court to answer all those questions. I show the court, I pay them full. But you still have to go to the party. That's why any party, when it's in the middle, to stop. Cost you a fortune to start up again. Because every time they lost money, they will do the calculation into it, and suppose that this trade, $2 million finish, they put in $5 million, $4 million. And you want to finish it, or you don't? So that's why over budget very quick. and you hire a new guy coming in to build, you don't know what they're missing. By the time you finish it, oh, this is what you're missing. Oh, cost you more, change order. Right away you have to pay change orders. And contractor, in no money, what they do? They don't survive, they shut down. And the next day open a new company. A new guy again, old face. They still go get business. You cannot change it. You got property here. You got to sell it. That's why be a builder, if you're not local, very difficult. Very difficult.
You also mentioned that before, you use Chinese laborers. Generally speaking, the construction company, they are very good to build the low-level building, 6th floor or 10th floor. But now you do 60th floor, 80th floor. How do you overcome that kind of challenges in the transition from low-level building to, 50, 60, 80?
Before Manhattan, only union builder. And Queens, a lot Asian builder. But they never only build up 10 story. With the concrete pump, the tower crane. They don't have it. They don't have the people management. So when I built the Times Square, when I built 25th Street, I know the Chinese new contractor doesn't work to build 25 story at that time. I hired the Chinese contractor. I went to the union, talked to the union. I said, I want to hire a union contractor for concrete, for heavy stuff. A big deal. I said, I have to give job for the Asian peoples. And also have to give job to the union. So we ought to be family. Look, you got a piece, I got a piece. And you have an agreement. They say, oh, no problem. We get your agreement. So bill, up to the point. I check the election. Doesn't work. I check the thing, doesn't work. I check where is it? The union people cut the election in the middle of the fall. So that means your non-union contractor, whatever you do, they damage your inside. I cannot finish building. I talked to the union again. We have a general agreement, and you cannot control your peoples, or you purpose to tell your people do that. He said, "Oh, I cannot control. You better do 100% union. There is no problem." At that time, I have to finish the building. I have no choice. I said, "Okay, all my workers join the union." So I tell them to join the union. So we found a problem. We finished out, cost us $4 million over one. 20 years, a lot of money. So then, afterward, my worker come back, they yell at me. I said, you join union, you got better salary. I said, I have no job. I said, why? You have no job to do. Then, oh, I'm a new guy, they go by seniority. The old people, the seniority people take first. I only spare time when they vacation, then I take me to the job. So I only work at 10% of the time. I cannot survive. I want to do a non-union. And the non-union people don't want to hire me. They say, I'm a union guy. You're killing me. I said, okay. I make sure you got a job. That's why in Times Square, I built 40 story, the Fairfield Inn, all the way. I said, I'm going not to do a union. I hired a Thai guy to come quick, to do this, all those things. So, and the union got very bad. They put on strike for me for 2,000 people around the whole ground. The police called me, John, you cannot be come in, too dangerous. They go crazy on your block. And they burn my shop. So, okay. I said, don't worry. I told my worker, stay inside, don't come out. After they left, I send you the lunch. So I bought lunch after they take care of it. Then I make a phone call for people I know, the mafia. I talked to them for about 30 minutes. Then I called FBI. I said, this guy, threatening my life. But Giuliani said, when they raided, he said, I'm mafia. I said, no, I'm not mafia, I'm businessman. I said, you know all the mafia. I said, I have no choice. My association, I'm the president. I said, this association, for that time, 78 years old, only mafia control. How can you be a president? I said, my mother, you let me in, and the mafia talked to me. I told them, I'll be a president, then ask me what I want. I said, I don't need your money, I don't need salary, I don't need control vote, I need power. The mafia said, oh, you don't touch your money, you need the power, you get all the power you want. You get all the money you want. I don't take care of both. Joanna said, you're very dangerous. Give me 2 DA. Any problem, you call them. They said, call them. I said, problem. They go there to grab the mafia. The mafia called me, John, are you crazy? I said, yeah, I'm crazy. I said, if I don't solve my problem, you're going to be in jail for life. I said, what do you want to do? I told your boy, don't bother me. I didn't tell them to do that. I said, now you know your boy is bothering me. You're taking care of it. Okay, let me try. I said, okay. I told the guy, don't come back. I said, I can let me see any dividend I could charge him. So they come back. Next time, they told me, don't bother me. The most in my funds, pay a different place. But they do for control. Don't let any truck deliver goods for me. I won't be surprised. Don't need a permit. Can't work for me. So I said, wow. You don't go to them. I said, no. I go to fashion. I get involved with business supply. I said, I'm going to become owner. Join your plan. I need to buy a truck, I need to deliver material for that at night. Okay, got business. So I deliver material at night. There's nobody there to deliver material. Next morning I'm working, keep moving. So come good guy, I tell the young guy. He said, I make a lot of money. I make $100,000 an hour. I said, I want you to make more. How? I'm going to buy a pump and give it to you. And I will sign a contract for 5 years. All those pumps, I deduct some percent to pay off the bank. And you get enough money to pay your salary and pass it more. You don't invest a penny. I said, wow, this is a good idea. I said, you know what more, you're owner. Okay, I'm owner. You start a company, do work for me. And next time you say, you remember, you're going to sign your benefit, and you cannot work for him. I said, no, I'm not, but you remember anymore, I'm the owner. I'm on the company. So I give all the way to the top, I finish the deal. So that's why this guy can get bigger and bigger. and break through the city before no union builder. Now the city 40% ununion builder. Take away 40% business from the union. Start from me. With the power, what those people don't want to get around. Because when by association, when I be a government association, that's a mafia union association. The union also mafia control. When I sit down with them, I said, we are the same level. My background, your background. If I fight with you, we don't finish it, let the background fight. That's why start students of that for 20-some years, no issue with the union. Before I be president, I was putting the whole garment industry on strike. For 25,000 people went on the strike on the street. The mayor come in, the area come in. John, what are you trying to do? I said, I do nothing. I just want equal culture. And that's why the people came to the mafia, talked to me and the whole thing. I told them, I give you a key. I can, if you tell me to don't get involved, I give you a key. I told everybody, I don't get involved anymore. Any question, come to see you. No, cannot do that. I said, if I don't do that, who will do it? No one will come down with them. Only come down with them, I got something for them, a reason to tell them to come down. They said, the union cannot lose their face. I said, I could lose my face, but I cannot lose money. Figure out how can I not lose money and you don't lose your face. They figure out, okay, no problem. Now you got contract. You win. And you got other contract, you win. These two contracts, when the union come in and this contract more powerful, could be very worse than that contract. Are you able to do that? I said, your God guarantee? I do it. Announce the city, oh, we win, I win. So announce the number, any problem, I come and take care of you. We have 17 with the second contract to help you to solve the issue. Then no more issue. That's how you solve the problem. That's why I'm from garment industry, federal the union, I'm from the construction forum, and I've been working out with the union. And the union said, how can it put it back together? We put it together. I said, easy. I want to continue to do business with you. Pay me $4 million fund. No, I give you $6 million credit. I don't want credit. Soon as I go, you can choke me again. Credit, build up the number, give me credit, right? No, it's $4 million upfront. You give me $4 million upfront, what I lost, I contract with you, and you beat your contract. That's why I lost $4 million. I want to eat them first before we start to learn. Makes sense? No one will come out $4 million for me. I said, I can't talk to you. They call me to a trade and turn industry, construction association, the head. All the trade come in, all the muscle guy, talk to who's the wood. Really scary. So, and I come to up to the top, I said, you finish it? He said, yeah. Can I talk? Yeah. I said, give me a piece of wood. If I have a piece of wood, I don't have it. I can't talk even. So they give me a piece of wood. I thought, I hit this piece of wood very loud. I thought, I be a gentleman enough and give you the first contract, accept your guy, and your guy doesn't expect me, and damage cost me $4 million. Then south, we have plenty to do on the end later. If that thing doesn't solve, we end from here. Period. The rest, let your guy talk. I told the head, come in. The head guy come in. I said, I'm going to put the hand on your shoulder. I walk out the street. You're going to protect me out. If I 5 minutes, I don't put my phone, FBI will be in the door. Everyone will lock out. Don't worry, I'm here. Don't want to touch you. I said, okay, send him go up there. Send him leave, go to the door. Hold his shoulder and walk out the door. They come from outside. I said, when you get $4 million, call me again. No one call me again. So that's how we start the constructions. That's why I built about 50 buildings in New York City. And this is the first building you saw. This is all happening. Starting from that building.
It's amazing. Now we're in the time of AI. So tokenization of real world assets is the trend. So on Monday, Professor Zhang Li and I, and together with Jason, will visit your restaurant, which take tokens to do the transaction. So we just wanted to ask a question. Can you tell us a little bit about this tokenization of real world assets, the plan and the practice? Yesterday we lead the students visit the crypto exchange, which we heard the presentation led by Mr. Liu and also Rachel. And can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I get involved with the market. A lot of people post me. When we do the Bitcoin, we do all the number. I said, my life, I never involved with Bitcoin at all. I see the no value. Why do it? I don't see how it works. And all the year, even the Bitcoin was $3,000, now $120,000. I still measure. Changing my mind a little bit. This could be a value if ever supported. So then, last year, people come to me and said, want to do a chain exchange. So I said, I will learn. So we have a big meeting, open my hotel, and I said, if this thing, the exchange, I see how the transaction, I will get more involved, deeper. And this guy, he's not doing the chain, he's doing the coin. So when it comes to coin come out, he didn't tell me. But I was in the stage, tell what is it. I told on the stage, I would say, but AI will change you, what you say. The coin come out 50 cents, went up to $15. 37%. It's based on what? And I see I'm danger. I'm danger. That's why I call my lawyer, send him the letter. I said, I'm not your investor. I'm not your partner. I'm not I'm not involved with that thing. Don't show my picture when in there. He's still showing. And then the people calling from China, they do that. I send a legal letter for them. They receive a letter. If they still do it, publish it, give me dividend. I'm going to sue them. So now they stop. The price went down. Now it's $7 and change. Then I realized I have to make that coin for better. There were other people coming for me, and I said, are you able to follow my rule? I said, what your rule? I want to create a corn. First of all, I want all the owner U.S. citizen. I want the corn registered in United States. I want the corn have to deal with the bank to make the efficiency. I want the bank have to deal with the Visa card to tie in to the corn. If you do all those things to make the work, the next step, when you raise the money, I want to start open business. I want to open supermarket, restaurant, or different things. So have a business to support the corn. Not only the corn alone. Not to sell the corn and make the money and run away. Pen it out, if you could do that, I'm supporting the corn. They come out, they say, okay, very difficult. But they come out about 6-7 months, they do it, I say, okay, I got license, I got pawn, I got bank support, I got visa support, I got come out with my own visa card. And it's okay, soon you do that, when you sell the corn, you go to visa card, the visa card cost the country, you can use it. Cost the whole world, you can use it. That means the corn is not only the corn, you could, from the whole world, you could spend the money by this corn, the value corn. When the business come in, also to support. And I said, should do that, I want to over 100 supermarket. I want to do the Japanese supermarket. And the city, I want to do for Japanese 7-Eleven style with the food court. So that way people could come in and also with the home catering. So this is also tying the home catering there. And because we planned at that planning, I said we need to build a central kitchen. Every day prepare all the food and make the taste and send it to the restaurant or the supermarket. They could have a chef touch up, make it hot, and send it everybody same taste. We make it like McDonald's style. Everything universe. Then you can open 1,000 stores, no problem. People, I said, the corn only invest from 30% to 50%. The people have to be invest 50% because a store owner in there. They make that problem. Because I cannot control with a large store. So I need an owner in there. If they short some money, they will come up 50%, I could loan 50%. So that way they could be owner. So, and that's how we plan it out. And they come up for it, I said, okay, I will be announced all my hotel, you should be corn. Unicorns. Because actually unicorn, I become Visa card. When you sell the corn, you pay Visa card, and Visa card to put hotel room. For me, no change. For me, no change. I just create my own business. Before I don't do that. You keep a corn. Today I get a corn for $100. Tomorrow it becomes $50 or $200. When I run business, I cannot figure tomorrow the moment. I cannot do the calculation. I got to make that stable first. That's why I told them you have a Visa card. The Visa come in. So when they book a loan, I told you that the $5,000 loan position, and you sell $5,000 corn and go to the credit card, the debit card for it. I give you the discount for that. You get upfront discount and you enjoy what you have. And when you travel to the whole world, you don't go to cashier, pay people 6% to cash the money. You debit card, you from the ATM machine, you get it from the bank way to cash over you want. So that's a tie into the whole world. And this only corn do this way. I said, I want business. I want to do it differently. Not do for people doing, people successful, I change around more favor into it to become unsuccessful too. I believe this corn come out will be hard. 2 days was the first day to start to sell. And now people call me, I want to buy $5 million. I said, no. This is new business I involve. No more than 100,000. And I suggested only put $10,000. If you make 5 times, 10 times, so you'll be happy. If you come to invest more, but beginning, don't get you. Right now, it's a P-start. 4 or 5 months later, become good exchange. And 2 or 3 years later, then I take the whole company, go public, Nasdaq. That's our plan. So that's why for the 4 months, you got half price. Generally, so you go to the market and will be double or more. But what you buy today could lock in. Or every month could only sell 10%. But what we do, you want to lock in? Lock in is the 10 cents for a coin. You don't lock in, 20 cents for a coin. That means double already. So, but when you lock in, every month you only sell 10%. It takes a year to sell that all. So, should it go up minimum 20 cents or go up to 50 cents? If you come to 50 cents, or you sell 20%, 30%, you get all the money back. The rest is all jewelry. That's what the design he came to it. So become the market how to more people use it and more value for it. And also the foundation over here produce money and could we have more funding putting into the coin. So this is I decided. Yeah, more often the other guy come over to aircon. Aircon, you sell it, you get the money from the pocket. Hey, you got 50%, I got 50%, run away. The contract done, bye-bye. We don't buy it, no one buy it. Okay, finish it. That's a common life, only 1 or 2 years. But my common life, I want to be ever. How you make it forever? Then I see the Bitcoin, the value. If right now you use your own machine to generate Bitcoin, cost you $30,000 to $40,000. Electric cost. That's why if $30,000 is their cost, $120,000 is your factory could produce, but produce only limited. That's why when the time dropped down to under 20,000, I said, time to should be buying. But when they produce it, cost you that time 25,000. Now it cost the labor cost more, the use cost more, with 30,000.
Great. So John, you mentioned about switch from real estate to life science to healthcare, for longevity and kind of business. Can you also, we spend a lot of time talking about real estate. Can you share with us your plan to invest money, to liquidate more cash, to invest money in the life science and healthcare?
Well, I'm not an expert, but right now I joined the group, a lot of doctors company. They own about like 50 office in Manhattan, and also I joined Sherman Bay. They just come out with the thing for They have come for when you look at cancer, or they could be without operation. They could shoot into it to kill the cancer. So I went to the Las Vegas to the show. I see all the competitions. Yeah. And most people, they said, put a hole, they go there and do every breathing. So short breathing, you got the easy to get effect, or easy to get come out. When you don't have to cut and you should shoot it from the technician, and they kill it inside, that means they don't go away. And this one, I think, I see they come out for FDC approval, and they do for like 10,000 people every year for the past 10 years, and no issue. At that time, because they cannot get the insurance cover, that's why the business is very low. Now FTC approval, the insurance said you could do that with insurance, so it should be exposed. And I see that, I said, okay, let me join the company, and I connect with all doctor and make that expose that thing out. And that's why I still very careful to invest. And as soon as they show out for the whole world, when now they also join venture with China, and China also start issue the machine, start use their technician, and they try to do it in Europe, all over the world. They have about 60 countries apply to do that, and the company don't have enough money to grow. And one of the company wanted to take over them, pay them a lump number. Only they can make about maybe $40–50 million. I said, you have more than value than the $50 million. Why don't get the money and extend it? Then you start being profitable, go public. You would get like 10 times more. And that's what helped them to get that to public. So we're working on that.
Yeah, that's great.
So this is, and also the people said you get very connected. They have medicine come out from approval FDC for making for long life. Could fix all your system. Could be any big problem, they could fix your system. I said, I don't know which part of the problem. Can you able to tell? And I said, you have to come up with something could tell you what's the problem. And now you're picking a watch or the wind. You put it into it, you see what the problem, then you get the medicine. After you eat it, and you could solve the issue and then you know the medicine will. So now you have to do that thing. And before I push the medicine out. Okay, well, give them busy planet.
Yeah.
Not to tell you, hey, you got to live 120 years old. Don't believe it. It's total affair. Connect with the phone, and you see your life. Oh, you're high cholesterol. You eat supplement to solve the issue. If this medicine to solve the issue, then tell you, hey, come down. Then you solve the issue, you have a long life. If you have no sick, your life could get longer.
We're still in house, we can focus on alternative investment. But at least now you get to the chairman general.
Very impressive, thank you.
Yeah. So have any questions?
I have many questions, but maybe we can talk about that later.
Yes, we can talk about it later, yeah. But maybe continue questions with you.
Okay.
So I want to say, So in the 40 years story, it's a miracle. From almost nothing to now empire of the real estate and the diversity portfolio. So what do you think when you consider the success? What's the most important factor for you?
Well, I think the most important, every business ever won for, you guys to know what this business could help the people. You think of people first, before thinking your own. If you help the people will help you to make the money. That's why I come in, I said, what they missing in this area? Then I provide something, what they're missing. The people come, hey, something new. That's how you do it. And also, you take 10 successful people. Why they successful? Then you take up what is specialized. He's successful. What is specialized? He's successful. So you learn it from all 10 people a different way. Then you generation for 10 combine to 1. Even if you block 20%, 30%, and 1 to 1, you win it, you beat them. Because you learn from 10 different successful people. That's how you do it. Nothing I create by myself. Everything is the market show what you need to make that happen. That's why when I build a condo, I don't know what kind of condo. I went to the show, people showed the apartment. I sit in there for 6 hours. I told the agent, I want to help you be assistant. To watch people how to come to see the building, see the apartment. I see husband, wife come in and what the people talk, what the people sing. And the lady is most important. That convinces the husband, the buyer not buy. So then I see the lady, the first going to kitchen. So the kitchen is important for them. The second going to the bathroom, the closet. That two things, oh, this is what they're looking for. So I specialize. When I first built and go into a big cars building at Soho. Before I used GE, I said, no, I don't want GE, I want all sub-zero working. Make it for more commercial, high level of the machine. Then I make it the cars design for new shell and more efficiency, upfront to product. And I make the bathroom would the lady have enough to put the makeup and whole thing for it. That costs you maybe each apartment about 50,000 more. So all my partners said, wow, you increase about 7-8%. Okay, the market is not too good. At that time, before September 11, don't worry, I do a test for it. When people come in, they love the kitchen. In that level, no one uses that kind of the shop zero. Well, and at that time, I hit into their 7-11. Everybody come in, they give me a price, 30% off, 25% off, 50% off. I said, no one buy it. All the apartment shut down, they not showing people. I'm only one open. And the agent said, maybe you have to reduce the price. I said, no. I said, maybe you have to change the sales strategy. I said, how? A bracket 50% of the apartment sold, and put in limited choice for them to come in. And I told everybody, next month raise 5%. You don't come down and raise 5%. Yeah, they raise 5%. So everybody come in. How's my offer? We have no offer. Is that we give you offer next week? Oh, the offer doesn't meet in a garbage can. Or put in a garbage can already. So they said, what the fuck? Oh, sold that apartment. Sold. So people come in, and the starting people said, can you give me the old price? They said, I never talk. They said, you sign for it? I talked to the owner. Let me see it. So they get an old price. And someone said, can I get an old price? They have to raise 5%, 2.5%. But they give you 2.5% for maintenance credit. I mean, the credit for the tax. So we get that. Some people said, I want to get my old price. Okay, I get. You have to raise it, but you have to get the credit for the tax. For next year, you don't have to pay. Give 1 year for free. Don't make a deal for the people. You keep selling. So choose. The next, I said, after month, they sell something. I said, where's the other 5%? The other 5%, go crazy. Can you do it? And then we do. I still wait 5%. And now, I sold out whole building for it. And the company coming to, I got my 7% come back 100%, over 10%, more than my budget. With the average out, 5% raise up, with the 10% raise up, and end of 15% raise on the price. So come up, I'm more than what my projection. Everybody said, wow, real estate didn't crack. And everybody put on the market and I was finished with it. That building you saw.
Yeah.
And in my hotel next, the corner building.
Yes.
I sold it 20 some years ago. I sold for $650 for square feet. And penthouse I sold for $4 million. And 2 years ago, they sold down the penthouse for $70 million. So that means I still sell the price too cheap.
So now look for the future. Professor J.Macaluso is a very famous, leader in the wealth management area. So we talked about that. You are very successful in the education for the second generation and beyond. So look for the future. Talk about the wealth management. What's the priorities for you to keep the family legacy and to keep the family business have a continuous success in the years to come?
Well, I don't have much experience on that, but I think when I do the bank, I was verified. Some percent do for this, do that. When this is hard, I do more get into it. When they get it profit, I sell it out, I create it. And I think you mentioned somebody money, you gotta be very sharp. When the market very low, you heavy hit it. When the market very high, and you draw out. That's the only way you could say, put yourself into not losing situation. Never forever. It's hard, and we can slowly go cold. So when it's hot, you're out. When it gets cold, you make it hot again. That's the whole thing. Don't think it forever. That's why when my wife buying Yahoo, and the time they bought it for $10, $20, $15, then $40, $400, $300, $400. I thought, this is overpriced. Oh, it's still continue going. still connect words. No, you got Google come in. I think the condition higher than distance should be suited to Google. Should less than 50%, doesn't less than 50%. But end up, you're right. It's too late. Yahoo went down to $200. It's all the rest. I said, up to $200, you don't sell. But lucky you put 50% to Google. Google went up, so you make up the difference for it. So that's the decision you have to be made. And the fund is very good when you know what you need, what's hot in the market you jump into. Start going up again, you always look at the history. You always look at the history. The history tells you 50%. And you, of course, different every time it's different, but they tell you 50%, the 50% you have to be update yourself and change it. That's why when they took Bitcoin, I said, today I don't change the coin. I do too late already. I can get around the coin, but get around a small way and make it big. I'm not going to put all my assets to the coin, but this is still a gamble. I could afford it. That's the whole thing. I could afford it. If I lose, I could afford it. If I make money, 10 times, 100 times, I will make the bigger. I plan my second step. If they do good, I will take $1 billion asset in a hotel, and I will come up with a stabilized coin, dollar for dollar. I take that, pay off the bank, pay off the bank. You have no debt. $1 billion you can make maybe let's say 7% for the income. That is a lot of money.
Yeah.
So then you could sell some of the coin, and some of the coin open a bank base called bank. When you put in your asset for a loan your coin, you pay me a coin, and you can pay me dollar.
Yeah.
So then you take the coin, you can sell it and support your asset. So that way, I can use that as a coin. If it's $1 billion asset, you can end up big own bank. You can make big own bank.
Yeah.
So the people apply it, you loan it, and you can, and they sell it for you don't have to change money. You just do the trade. And also, you deposit coin. You deposit coin, I guess 4% for 6 months. I get 5% for 1 year. So that means I lock into the coin how many I could be moving. So when not anyone comes to sold it out, you'll be in trouble. That's why you have to lock in some of the coin. Then you make the get a bank, get your credit line. Let's say this is $1 billion asset. Give me a credit line for $500 million. And you pay a fee without draw the money. Just pay a fee. Just buy insurance. When anybody somebody they own $10 million, they sell it out, you can pay them right away. You make yourself strong enough to handle people who want to kill you. You know, truly in the market, some people, the big guy, I want to make this trouble, I want to get into it, attack you. So you make sure you can afford it.
Yeah. I want to correct one thing though.
Yes.
I'm not a wealth manager. I'm a project sponsor, independent project sponsor, fund manager. We have long-term projects in many different countries, from the Middle East all the way to Vietnam, to the US, to Italy. But we don't manage money, and we mostly invest our own capital. Right? But we partner with people into our projects. So I have, a project I might build up and then bring partners in to like do the next round and the next round and the next round. but we don't actually raise money for our business. Right? So we're just I call it a project manager, but it's way more sophisticated than that. So
It's an investment.
We're an investment firm, yeah,
Yeah.
but very private capital, mostly the partners' capital.
Yeah. Professor Michael, you mentioned 2 days ago you're looking to buy something, buy a new maybe a project situation. I hope by this conversation I can facilitate two leaders, have a complementary characteristic to see whether can have value generated in the process. That's the purpose of today's conversation. And this conversation is totally private. We taped it just for later reference among three of us. Yeah. So, because I think it's a lot of information. Our brain sometimes short memories, so we take this. Some part of it could be whatever used later on, as long as it have to be proved in order for students to view it.
Yeah, I don't mind. I taught law school for 12 years as an adjunct, and all my lectures were always taped.
Yeah, okay. Just said, no worry about that. We can use this to conversation. But of course, I hope this is the beginning the conversation for many more conversations. Yeah. Go ahead.
Is there a question?
Yes.
What's the question?
Any questions you have? Introduce a little bit. I did an introduction, about you to Chairman John Lam, but you can do some introduction too.
Of myself, or?
Yeah, yourself and also the business you do and your stories. But meantime, I will check with the students outside. So continue conversation among two of you. I just excuse myself a few minutes. Okay. Go ahead.
Well, it was a pleasure to hear about all the things that you've accomplished and the businesses you've built. It's very inspiring. My path was a little different. I also started with very little, but I ended up in law school and then got an MBA, and then I ended up working for very large law firms and companies, like the very largest, the top 10 law firms, the top Fortune 3 companies. And it deals all over the world, all kinds of corporate and financial transactions. I was there from the beginning of the structured finance markets and GMAC is one of my clients, and we've done structured, and GMAC, as you know, has a big real estate business, right? So I did 120 billion of different financings, all over the globe, from South America to Asia to Europe with them, and built up a nice following. I also worked with companies like Cargill and HSBC, and so. But at some point, on the real estate side, though, and then maybe I made an error. I should have just kept going. But when I was a very young person and I started investing my own money, instead of doing things like 401k and all that, I started buying real estate. So I bought a 6-unit apartment building, then a 19-unit, then a 36-unit, and then I condoed the 36-unit, and then and I decided I couldn't keep going because my job I was working at was just taking too much time, and I couldn't keep building the real estate business. So I condoed, instead of keeping the buildings, I condoed them and then sold off the units. So maybe in retrospect I should have just kept building the empire, so to speak. But so coming back to now. After all these years, we started about 8 years ago. Some clients and I got together and built up this, what we call a company called Global Access, which is our investment business. Fund managers, PwC partners, a group of very accomplished people looking for projects on a global basis that we can invest in, typically undervalued projects. But then we're somewhat agnostic to where. We like Asia, so I had an apartment in Hong Kong for a long time, and particularly like emerging economies like Vietnam. We had some interest in Indonesia, then did a real estate deal in Italy through a Malta SPV. And over time, we kind of built an infrastructure around that in our business and developed a way of doing them where we made the initial investments, we brought the operating partners in from our own team, helped the businesses grow, and then eventually build them towards an exit. But we could be a very long-term investor. We don't have a window. We can be into 10 years, we can be into 15 years, we can be into 3 years. It really depends on what the project is or the business is and whether it has opportunities, whether we can acquire other businesses into it to grow it. Sort of what's called a roll-up now. And have been fortunate to have some really good partners, some really good investors, some really good coming into our companies. And we've sold out of some of them now, and we're looking at another 1 or 2 investments to make, and we've targeted some particular areas. So one is the software. Software is an incredibly leverageable asset. It's very sticky. When the person gets on a software platform, they rarely leave. And now you have this whole overlay with AI, and now you can take a software business and make it into something completely different, depending on what the business is. There's some opportunity to make some incredible inroads in that sector. We're looking at healthcare. Interesting that you're in healthcare. We own a business in heart disease prevention, and we're looking to add another business in that sector. We've invested in decellularization, where you can take a heart or a liver, and you can take the cells off of that, say from a pig, and then you can recellularize it with your own and build it into a human being, which is the next phase of this. That company got acquired twice, and it's now a public company. We also have some investments in gene splicing, a company called Recombinetics. Because being able to look at something like a cancer and looking at the genetics of it and being able to go into the gene and specifically changing something can be very helpful, right? And both in eradicating certain diseases, and we poured a bunch of money into that already, and it's such a difficult and such an expensive thing that I think we're going to not continuing that as our own, but let the bigger business take over that. I like services businesses, so we're looking at that as a potential sector where we can buy 1 or more services businesses and use them as a platform to build a bigger services business.
How much money you talking about, Ivan?
It really depends. We like investing, when we get in, we like investing at, under 10 million if we can. And if not, then, and so we'll give you an example of a company. We put under 10 million in, and then we exited. We never thought we'd exit that business, but we got so much interest that we got a Singaporean fund came in, Temple came in, they all wanted to buy that business, and we said, well, we can't be in this business if you come in. Mm-hmm. And not because I don't like them, I think they're great investors, but these are people with spreadsheets, okay? I can't be in a business, trying to manage risk when there's people with spreadsheets coming in and they're treating it like it's like any other investment, and they can somehow figure out with spreadsheets exactly where it needs to go and all that, right? Instead of making sure that, when the money comes in, there's a great, it's traced all the way through to where it goes out. That there's audits, and particularly in places like Vietnam, there are companies that keep, more than 1 set of books. So we ended up leaving that business, but it had an enormous valuation when we left. We made something north of 23 times our money, and we really weren't even done with it because those guys, I'm sure made a lot more with it, but like I said, we have our own parameters, and once somebody says we can't control, so we make control investments basically. And once somebody said we can't control the investment because they're going to put so much money in, I can't stay in. So they have to create an exit with the old money as well as bringing in new money, right? Otherwise, I won't allow them to come in. So those are the kinds of examples, like of the kinds of businesses we do. So that was, then we like food, so food and agriculture. That's another one of those things where technology enhanced, agriculture can both be enhanced by more automation and by better technology, but it doesn't even touch yet what can be done once you infuse all of that with AI. So we have one investment in that sector already, and we're looking potentially for another one. Services, specialty real estate, software, healthcare, tech-enabled, those are the sectors we're currently looking at in terms of our next investment.
Well, 10 million, you could do some. Most in Manhattan, you do in Manhattan.
Well,
It's much bigger, need bigger capital than 10.
well,
10 million do for small. Depends, you want to be very stable income, or you want to be a startup for it. And if you build, probably you can make more money for future. But right now is not the right time to build. Anything build right now, you don't know you win or you lose. And today, I think it's easier to get into a stable income to buy in under the market value and getting 6-7% return and get that. You could do that.
no, I appreciate that. The 10 million is what our capital limit is inside our business. But we have capital partners that we can pretty much do any size deal. Right, so the way we would work is, because we don't want to leverage up our balance sheet, is we would identify the business, enter into a contract with that business, then put our equity in, and then we would bring a consortium or a number of private equity players that we work with to then bring the rest in debt and equity. Because we want to not just go in, but we want to have the ability with those same partners, to then acquire more businesses into it, right? So, but we always want to, and even despite the fact that we've made good money on some of our investments, we still keep to that same discipline, because I think we've reached a conclusion early on that we want there to be more of a village to make the investment with us, right? More smart people, more good analysis, more interest in building businesses. And so we don't, and because we're private, we don't necessarily reinvest all of our capital, so we pay it out to our partners.